This is Jorge Rivera with FirstCoast.tv. I'm here with Adam Morley, who's running for District 24. And so we want to have a candid conversation with him about the whole dynamics of this campaign. So, Adam, nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. So my question to you is, to the people who are watching this, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Well, my name is Adam Morley. My wife and I were both born and raised in District 24, the district I'm looking to run in. I've been a captain, boat captain, for over a decade. My wife and I started our own private recycling company in 2008 and just last month sold it. So that's a little bit about me.
Okay.
There's a lot more though.
Oh yeah, I bet. My question for you is, this is the first time you run for anything, is it?
First time running for political office.
Political office.
But I've campaigned for other things in the past. A lot of folks, especially watching this here locally, may know me as the last year I ran a campaign, an online campaign for a 5 gyres competition. It was an international competition where I was competing with people from all over the world to try to join a scientific expedition from Bermuda to Iceland. I ended up in second place internationally with that competition. Didn't get on the voyage, but it was a lot of fun. Built a great network of friends, and hopefully I still have their support in going forward with this campaign.
I've done a lot of volunteer work, and that's one thing you find is you make these friends forever. It's awesome. So as a newcomer to the whole political office thing, how's this campaign going?
It's going really well. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It has its moments. I do get a little frustrated sometimes, and I'm just like, can't you see? But you just got to keep moving forward. Doing a lot of guerrilla marketing, being a small business owner, not having the capital to market my business with the large media outlets. I had to learn a lot about guerrilla marketing and different fun, creative tactics for getting the word out. And so I kind of am applying that to the campaign trail, and it's working really well. People are letting me know that they're seeing cars driving around with window markers saying "Vote Morley" on it, and so just a lot of fun things. Sidewalk chalk in public parks. You could write "Vote Morley" on the sidewalks, and all the people that enjoy the outdoors and walking the trails, they're seeing that, and then they're contacting me saying, "Hey, I heard about you from the sidewalk chalk." So it's kind of fun doing things a little bit differently. We are doing a lot of the traditional stuff and working with a lot of people who want to do more of the traditional campaigning stuff, which is great. But I think a lot of people are just kind of getting tired of the traditional campaigning and politics, and that they want to see something different. They don't want somebody to say, "Well, I'm different." They want to see something different. So that's what I'm going for. I'm stepping outside the box, trying to kind of bring some new ideas to the floor.
Okay. Yes, people are tired of the this cookie cutter kind of thing. You know, I love the line when a politician is caught in scandal that I'm resigning because I want to spend more time with my family. I don't know how people don't break down and start laughing, because evidently it's a terrible line. So here's a question for you. You're going for District 24, but the question here is, what is that area? What does that income, what is the area of District 24?
So District 24 is southern St. Johns County, all of Flagler County, and then northwest Volusia. So in southern St. Johns County, it's Dondonville Road south on the island, Moultrie Creek south on the mainland, and then south of 207 west of the railroad tracks.
What towns would be in that area?
So you have Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, Crescent Beach, you have Seville, you have North DeLand. And then
North DeLand.
North DeLand, yeah.
That goes quite a way.
So Ormond, a little bit of North Ormond, but we have Ormond by the Sea. All of that is in there.
Okay. So I know you a little bit. So for people here, I know Mr. Morley. I've met him several times. I know you had a recycling business, because you told me you just sold it. I did a small story on your solar home you know, which is very, very interesting. So it's very easy to say that you're very much a person who cares about the environment. So what is your whole perception or stand when it comes to the environment within District 24?
So I am environmentally conscious, have been pretty much my entire life because I've grown up outdoors. Again, I've had my captain's license since before I graduated high school. I grew up on the local waters fishing and got my charter captain's license early on. Grew up in the woods. I grew up hunting in the district. So I really have a connection to the outdoors in the area, and I love it here. And I want to be able to have something like that for my kid when my kid grows up. We're expecting in July.
Oh wow!
Our first child.
Congratulations!
So thank you. Lots of exciting things happening.
I have too.
Right now.
Go ahead.
So I'd like to leave our district in a really nice, natural setting, because I found my connection to the water, and growing up surfing, fishing, hunting, I found my connection by participating in the outdoor activities in the community.
And it's also Florida. Lots of people come here for that. They come here to fish. They come here to be out in the water. They come out here to do trails, bike trails, etc.
Absolutely, and that actually ties in perfect to my overall vision of what I want to see as a tech and rec plan. A tech plan that includes recreation as well. So technology is great because it's allowing us to create a lot of low impact jobs on our area. So it's not going to damage or threaten the natural resources that makes Florida and our district, especially our District 24 area, so beautiful. We have some of the best bike trails for mountain biking in Florida, which is great. A lot of folks like to mountain bike down there. I'm connected with a couple folks in that area. And then the surfing is like my little brother, Keto Burns. He was a pro surfer for a little while when he was younger. He's gone on to become a realtor. And so you just really have to protect those things that give people a connection to their home, to their natural resources, that provide the resources that attract all of our tourism, which is our #1 economy here in Florida, and especially District 24 tourism. So we need to keep and basically protect our local economy, which is based on tourism, while also promoting economic growth that's not going to threaten the current industries that have sustained families here in this district for generations.
Here's another question for you. I ask this to a lot of politicians. You keep meeting people one-on-one, you keep meeting people in small groups, and you meet people in large groups. What's the issue that keeps hitting you in the face?
Yeah, so what I've noticed is that there are a lot of issues that people want to bring to my attention as a politician. And they're all very valid issues. But one of the funny ones that I kind of am seeing a lot of is that they're tired of politicians. They're tired of what I call SSDE. That's same stuff, different election. So they really want to see some progress made in areas that concern them. But that progress is never going to happen if we keep doing the same thing over and over again, electing the same type of candidates. We need to start bringing in some new, fresh ideas. A younger generation needs to start getting involved in the process if we really want to solve any of these issues, especially economic development. We can't just say we're going to bring jobs to the area and then bring low-wage, dirty jobs that our generation, the millennial generation, they don't want. They want jobs in the tech industry. Those are their dream jobs. That's what they want. We can't just force them into a certain type of industry because we think that's what's best for them. We know what they want. They're telling us what they want with their everyday actions, what they're doing. The consumerism that they are exhibiting is in tech. That's what they want. So let's move in that direction. That's obviously the direction we're going, and we're not going to go back.
My last question to you is, when you go to Tallahassee, what do you think is going to be the first thing you'll do when you get there?
So the first thing I do, I'm going to get out there and introduce myself and learn the system. I'm not going to make any campaign promises on the trail because I've not been there. I've not been involved with politics. So I'm going to go in there. I'm still young enough. I can learn and I pick up really quickly. I've learned a lot just on this campaign trail. I'm really good at networking and making connections with people and in a very laid back, kind of relaxed manner. And I've always prided myself on being effective and getting things done. So once I get there, I will see where there's areas that we can actually make progress. I know right now there's a lot of hot button issues. I'm going to be, if I get elected, I'm just speaking positively here, I'm going to be one of 120 state representatives. So on current hot button issues, my vote is not going to be the determining factor on a lot of those issues. But what I would be able to do there is give a voice for my community for issues that otherwise aren't going to be brought up. And those are things like we need to move towards solar and renewable energy, like you had mentioned. My solar home, I'm 100% solar. I know that the technology is there. It's feasible. We're ready for it. We're the sunshine state. But the current legislature is not even talking about it. That's why there's
it's not friendly to it.
It's not friendly. We're one of the few states that actually actively passes legislation to prohibit solar implementation in the sunshine state. It doesn't make any sense. Well, it does make sense if you follow the money and the politics. It makes sense, but for the average person, it doesn't make sense, and they just can't put the pieces together. Having done a solar home myself, I kind of got a firsthand experience at that.
Yes, and your solar home is very simple, very, I loved it. It's something that could be afforded by so many people. It's not a thing where you have to have lots of money to do it. You could do it with a very small budget and have a wonderful home. Right,
so to answer your question, I kind of deviated there. To answer your question, one of the first things that I would like to do after I learn the ropes, which will probably be the last little bit of this session, because it is a special election. I'll be coming in about halfway through the session, so it's not real likely that I'm just going to come in there and they're all going to
take over.
they're all going to be like, "What do we do, Adam?" That's probably not what's going to happen. It'd be great if they gave me that much respect, but we'll see. What I would like to do after getting my foot in the door and being able to make connections, I want to start promoting solar, and not in the way that a lot of people would expect with incentives and so forth. Elon Musk with Tesla Motor Company, he also has Solar City. That's a private sector industry that wants to come in here. They have super effective programs that are working in other states, but we actually have passed legislation saying that no, you can't come in here into the Sunshine State and compete with the utilities. There's no, that's not a free market there.
That's not America.
That's not America. When the state actively stops a private sector industry like solar from coming in and providing programs, you got to start questioning.
It's anti-capitalist legislation. Makes no sense.
It makes no sense unless you're following the money and the politics, and then it makes perfect sense. But that's not the way it should be.
All right. Okay. So the election is
April 7th.
You heard it. April 7th. Show up and vote. I don't care who you vote for. That's your right. You vote.
With early voting March 28th to April 4th.
You heard it from the horse.
You can always call and request a mail-in ballot if you are out of time or if you're absent-minded sometimes. I know a few of my friends out there, you know who I'm talking about, may not have time to get out and vote on election day. Request an absentee ballot. They'll drop it in the mail, mail it to you. You fill it out, drop it off on your way to work. You have lots of time to do it that way. So let's not wait till the very last minute.
Don't forget, there's people around the world dying to have the right you have. I mean, dying and rotting in prison. So don't be disrespectful and put your vote. That's my opinion. So I want to thank you. It was a very honest, candid, fun conversation. And who knows, I might talk to Paul Renner, who's your opponent in this.
Yeah, Paul's a great guy.
Yeah, and I hope he also gives me the time to talk with him. So thank you again, Adam Morley, and good luck.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay.